You're dealing with KCYP 97.7 the city and KTAI 91.1 the one feel.
KTI 91.1 the one and KCYP 97.7 FMLP the city. This is Scarlet Rose here on RGV Rocks. To the people that are now listening to our show, thank you so much for listening to our new intro by Aud-x. Thank you so much, especially for the new beat. So I'm really excited that this gets to be a part of like every single interview from now on. To people that don't know who we are or what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to local talent events and all the wonderful people in the RGV, such as you and I. Today we have a very special guest on our show today. His name is NOVAXX. Now say hi.
Yo, what's up, RGV fam? It's your boy NOVAXX.
Hey, to people who don't know who he is, would you like to say a little intro about yourself?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Miss Scarlett. My name is NOVAXX. I am a DJ dubstep producer here in the 956. I'm originally from Mission, and I make weird robot noises.
So, what's it called? Let's start off the interview. You've never been on RGV Rocks before. What we usually ask when we start the interviews is what you love about the Valley. Do you want to talk about like what do you like specifically about the Valley? I know like a lot of our old guests say food, the culture, the music scene. What do you like part about like the Valley?
The thing I like about the Valley the most is the people. I've really met a lot of people in this industry coming in as a fresh artist, and the food, of course, like you said, the food and culture is everything I try to tie my music with, my Hispanic heritage being from the Valley. And yeah, and that's pretty much it.
That's pretty good. Now let's talk about your name because I know like NOVAXX. How did you come up with it?
So the thing is, I've gone under like a couple name changes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this was just kind of like a name that just clicked from the start. I just thought of Nova in Latin meaning a new beginning, and then the double X's is just added for flair, I guess, as you can say.
So what was like your old names then? Like what did you go by before?
The old name was Oscar Wonder.
Oscar Wonder?
Yeah.
Is that like your real name or?
Yeah, my real name is actually Oscar.
Oh,
for
really?
Anyone. Yeah, wow. So that's why I kind of was a pretty open format at then, but now I'm pure dubstep rhythm.
That's cool. And as a Hispanic yourself, or like what's it called? How does it feel being a part of like the EDM scene, especially here in the Valley?
It feels crazy because I know the Valley has a hidden network for dubstep and rhythm producers, and there's a bunch of like artists I've got in touch with who are ready full force to take over the RGV with this new bass scene that we just started recently with the South Texas bass family.
That's cool. And what's it called? So you said that you're an artist yourself and you're into the EDM scene. Is it solely just like electronic? Is it you said rhythm, or what kind of genre do you describe yourself as? Yeah,
I fall under the rhythm. It's like rhythm. It's mainly rhythm, but like we're the subgenre of dubstep. So it's mainly like half measures, 1/3 measures, like 1/4 measures. So I don't know if people understand that.
You want to like talk a little bit about that so that way you can like what's it called? I guess make it easier for people to understand.
Yeah, it's basically it's more like rhythm comes from the Jamaican pronunciation of rhythm. There's a tie-in with that. So it's basically this genre was formed off Jamaican influences, and it's just basically that hardcore style, chopped up beats, I guess, like easier for people to understand. Like it's just chopped up beats into a signature time of 1/4 or half measures being 1 bar, half a bar. Any music producers know, any music producers know what I'm talking about, but the regular people are just like, what?
It's like, what is this?
What is this?
What is this magic you speak? But going into, like I said before about like you being within the EDM scene, how did you get into it? Was it just out of nowhere? Was it growing up, or how did you get into it?
I got into it mainly I guess the first person I really saw on TV. I mean, I was already in high school. I guess out of high school, the first person I saw was Marshmello when he started. He just came out of nowhere. I guess I would like to base my influence off there, like someone coming out of nowhere and just bringing in their new artistic take on the scene. Yes.
Wow, that's cool. And then you started. Have you started making music recently, or how has that been for you?
Yeah, I have 2 songs currently right now. I mean, I'm working on another song. Basically, I'm on SoundCloud. You guys can stream my latest single, Kingpin Dub. It's one of my latest singles that I made. I'm still working on more tunes. I have a bunch of IDs that I want to drop October 23rd, and that I want to.
Wow, so it's gonna be like, are you gonna? Well, we're gonna talk about that in a bit. But is it gonna be released on that show that you perform at?
Yes.
Oh, really?
New songs, new everything. It's gonna be an experience for the unusual kind of person not to expect downtown.
Wow. So is it all singles, or is it gonna be an EP, an album, or what is it?
They're more like a singles, just clips, IDs that I'm still working on. They're not really finished. They're still halfway finished.
Would you like to leak some of the title tracks for us, or are you still having like trouble with that yet, or it hasn't been announced?
Those still haven't been announced. I mean, they're more like disclosed. I don't want none of the homies snooping through my SoundCloud.
Anyway,
But,
what's it called? Going back to SoundCloud, hit him up, NOVAXX on SoundCloud. But going actually back to like what you're saying about the October 23rd, because it's this week, and I know it's pre-recorded. Sorry about that. Do you want to get into like the shows that's coming up? There's Fright Fest. There's also the Showtoberfest, and as well as the one at the Landmark. You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yes, of course. So right now we got the first show, Say My Name. The trap god makes his way downtown to the Landmark. Me, my homie Hypes, aka Christian Seriano. We're gonna play some heavy bass music at this trap event. So for all my RGV bass heads, if you guys get down in the headbanging and the mosh pitting, we're gonna be throwing down a nasty set on October 22nd, Friday at 9:30, more or less. And then the next show we have October 23rd. We have the RGV show off with Social Audio. Joe Puma and Eric Parales is gonna put on a car show. Us featuring the South Texas based family that I mentioned. We're gonna be also be throwing down some more. It's gonna be basically the October 23rd is gonna be it's officially rave day, October 23rd. That's what I like to say.
So did you already plan this ahead of time? Like, hey, we're gonna get this on rave day. Just mark it down the calendar.
Yeah, like
really?
We're gonna make this a holiday. No, actually, like it was just out of the blue. Really, all these events have been out the blue. I mean, we've been planning this since August, so we have some time with this. So it's gonna be an awesome experience for all the new people trying to come in the scene and just check it out.
That's cool. And it's gonna be for what shows again? So I can make sure.
October 22nd, Say My Name, and then October 23rd, RGV Showtoberfest with the South Texas Fright Fest to end off the night of the rave day.
And so are you going to perform in either one of these shows?
We're performing at all 3 of the
all
shows.
3 of them. Wow.
All 3.
Okay.
So we're booked this whole weekend, basically.
Do you know who else is performing at the shows? Like what's the lineup?
The lineup for do you mind if I get the poster real quick?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
To show it out here so that people so I can get the beautiful people to see this amazing graphic. I want to give a shout out to Plurifex LA, based in LA. He hit me up with this awesome graphic of the show.
You guys have a poster.
We got a poster with everyone's names on it. I don't know if I can try to squeeze everyone on there. These are all the homies that we're playing October 23rd for this special event of mine.
That's cool. So is it already like posted out like what's it called, downtown?
It's all over downtown.
Oh my gosh.
Instagram, Twitter. I'm pretty sure we've been making some noise. I'm sure some people have seen us downtown. If they recognize us, we're already all over the place.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. So you guys want to check that out. Where can you find that what's it called, posters, or like where can people go to find out like more about the event?
So you can go check out our event at the South Texas Fright Fest 2021 on the Facebook events. We have our event link posted there. Be sure to let us know who's going. It actually means a lot, and it shows support for the scene of the artists who are actually performing that night. So it would mean a lot if everyone can just put that simple I'm going. It goes a lot, like in the long run, like it means a lot. And then I believe Instagram too. We're all over Facebook and Instagram with our group, the South Texas Based Family. You can find tons of our flyers there. We've been going crazy with the flyers thanks to Eddie Fernandez. He's been killing it with our graphics with the RGV Fright Fest. So it's gonna be a total immersive Halloween costume rave.
Oh wow! So it's gonna be like a Halloween costume rave then?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any prizes for like anybody who shows up in like full costume or like has like pretty?
Right now, we're looking at having an after party, but along the lines, we're getting around to announcing that with the costume contest party. So hopefully we move further along. With
Hey,
that.
that's
having
cool.
prizes for whoever attends, and we give out neat prizes, gifts, and South Texas Based Family stickers and everything we have ready to shell out for the beautiful people of the RGV.
Are you gonna give out some NOVAXX t-shirts?
Yeah, we're gonna be actually having a shop there. Actually, at the event, we're gonna be selling our merchandise there. I don't know if you guys saw this. If you want to pick up your NOVAXX tee, pretty clean. It's a cool find. I mean, you can wear this to the gym. I know my friend Gomez. I haven't seen him in a minute, but he wears this to the gym. You want to rep me at the gym? Rep me at the gym.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It's like next time you go to the gym, it's like, whoa, that's a NOVAXX fan. Actually, do you call anybody like what do you call your fans? Is there like a name for them, or have you not thought of that yet?
Right now, I just call them my NOVAXX army. I mean,
not like
that. Not like that though. We're vaccinated. I promise. We're vaccinated. I swear.
The NOVAXX army has the vaccines.
Exactly.
What's it called? Going back into the regular interview and how you've been as an artist, how did you, because I know you went into like EDM like because of like Marshmallow and things like that, but how did you go into experimenting with like with your own music, especially like building yourself up to it?
Well, after the whole Marshmallow scene, that kind of died out. I mean, not died out, but I mean, I kind of shifted. I started looking around on SoundCloud and started finding all these underground SoundCloud artists that I look up to now, that I listen to heavily. Just from there, it just took off. I just explored dubstep into rhythm, and then it was just like this whole new world of music I enjoy, like just raging, turning up, getting crazy. I guess that's the style I like, I guess, to describe it. It's an energy, I guess. That's how I would explain it to some people. I know it's kind of hard to get that energy, but when you like see doing insane doubles and chopping music with other songs, like it'll go pretty crazy.
That's cool. And you mentioned that you're new to the scene as well. How long have you been doing music?
So I've been doing music for less than a year and DJing less than a year. So kind of was DJing from I know I have some friends of mine that would come around to my house. I'd be DJing in my backyard, and now I'm over here at the Landmark and doing my own shows now.
I was gonna mention this before. What's it called? I just mentioned because you mentioned Marshmallow before, and then I saw the little hat. Is it supposed to be like symbolizing like marshmallow, but except like instead of like the smiley, it's like a little frowny?
Yeah, it's a sad marshmallow, I guess, or like scared. I don't know how. I mean, I still have my like ties. I mean, he was a really big influence for me, just jumping into the scene like how I am now. So it's crazy.
That's cool. And how did you get like what's it called? So you got into DJing. Did you start DJing before or after you started getting into music?
So I started actually DJing first, and then I moved the focus into making my own tunes and making music. So it just kind of all fell into place after high school. I bought my first controller, an SB3. Everyone knows the smallest controller you can have. And I finally was able to save up enough money, get myself a new studio setup, and now I'm rocking CDJs.
Hey.
So it's like now you guys gotta work, save. It's all part of the plan at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Especially investing like into like what's it called, equipment. That's like the best thing you can do, especially as an artist. Because I remember when I bought my first controller, it was a Pioneer. I don't know what it was, but I have it. Still have it. But yeah, it makes up for it. It really does. And continue. Sorry.
No, you're no, it's because what's it called? You can literally DJ on anything. It doesn't matter what equipment you have. I guess I would say at the end of the day, if you're just trying to get into the scene, get a taste for it, like find out what you like and just do it. In the end of the day, just I play off of heart and music. I know people see that in my sets. I like to incorporate that. Like you play off energy, and I just have fun. You just in the end of the day, just have fun with what you do. Doesn't matter what people say.
And what kind of DJ were you like back then? Were you doing like cumbias? Were you doing like parties?
Yeah, I was doing those party hip hop parties, you know. Like I mean, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Drake. I had to be that guy playing those tunes.
So
But my true talent is in the dubstep rhythm.
you mentioned that it's been like a year of you being a new artist. Did you come before or after the pandemic?
I would say I was born like this artist was born in the COVID. During the COVID, that's when, like I said, was starting DJing in my backyard. That's when the whole like, hey,
Oh, really?
like this is what I'm gonna go as, like, and it's perfect. Like, you know what I mean? It was just the perfect timing, I guess, to do it.
Mhm.
Being that everything was closed, you had time to work on like your craft. Like, I just honed in from that whole missed year we had, and then now I'm just pushing everything out. Now that we're slowly opening back up.
Yeah. Was it
So
one of those like moments where you realize like, wow, I need to do something because I'm like super bored. I'm here on my computer. Like there's nothing to do.
exactly, basically, that's what it was.
Oh,
Basically,
really?
it just fell into place, honestly.
No, that's good. Cause I heard a lot of like it's always been like it's always been really varied when it comes to artists because some of them they take advantage of COVID, like the whole pandemic, just staying inside. Some of them are like they take a break because like they toured so much, you know, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I
Yeah,
finally have a break after touring for so
yeah.
long. But going into what you were saying about EDM, especially the music, because I know we talked about this like before the interview. How has it changed, like the scene from the valley? Was it like what's it called, how has it grown? Has it like been very different within the past couple of years that you've seen it, or has it grown more because of like everybody got together because of like the pandemic?
Yeah, I think more of so basically I'm like the outsider looking in, I like to say, as because I really knew nothing about the RGV EDM scene. I just really just jumped into it. So I'm still like finding out, talking to people, you know, getting an insight of how it was back then. But I think COVID had a definite toll on our EDM scene. But now with this new group we started, this South Texas based family, I believe we're in the right steps of bringing it back and being more family immersed. Basically, that's what we built. That's what we built the group under, as family principles, as in it's all about family at the end of the day. And if we're not helping each other, lifting each other up, producing music, DJing, helping each other out, just doing the same things. We all have the same goals. We all want to be on shows and like show our case, all our talents. And so a better way to do that when built it with the South Texas based family. As we say in EDM, plur, peace, love, unity, respect. We're going to try to immerse that into this new scene that we're building.
I was gonna mention, who is the RGV based family, because you keep mentioning it.
Yeah, so the South Texas based family is a group of like-minded individuals that we all have the same goal, and we basically want to help any. We consist of photographers, graphic designers. Let me go to my notes right here. We graphic designers, music producers, event curators. We're everything. We're just a team of everyone just getting together and planning shows on shows.
Mhm.
Just for the community in the end. This is all in fun. This is not in like, there's no, I mean, guess how they say competition. Like we just want to showcase our talents at the end of the day. We're not trying to compete with anybody. We're just local artists just trying to have fun playing our music at the end of the day.
That's what like I try to like emphasize on the show, because I know we've had like several people like in the past saying like, oh my gosh, they're trying to steal our spotlight away from us. Oh, this is no, we're trying to build each other up, because I don't like, especially within the music scene, I know it's really hard because there's some people like, oh, they're this person trying to copy me, or this person trying to do this. Like, no, we're just a family. We're just like trying to build each other up. It's a community, especially within artists, within like the vendors, especially. We've talked about this in the past too. Like, there's a lot of events where a lot of people from like different types of talent just all come together, and it's like really beautiful, especially when you see like different shows going on. It's amazing.
It's amazing. It's amazing what all as one we can do together to do for this scene. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the RGV EDM scene. It can be the rap scene. It can be the hip hop scene. It can be the pop scene. It can be any scene you want it to be. I mean, as long as you have the people with the right principles, the right mindset, you can get things done, and it looks beautiful at the end of the day because they're artists from the Valley.
Especially, yes. So what's it called, as an artist yourself, if somebody wants to get into like EDM or probably get into the EDM scene, what advice do you have for them going into it?
I guess my advice would be just to just do what you can, learn to DJ and learn both. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you learn DJing first and then making music, or you learn music first and then DJing. Honestly, the hardest thing to tackle right now is producing. That's like, I guess, my weakness. I would say that's my weakness overall. I'm not the greatest producer. But if you just have the consistency to learn, watch videos, could be consistent with the work output, you'll eventually get something good that you like out of your ears. And it just feels good at the end of the day, putting something out for people that like something you made to someone that hasn't heard it before. Like, it's your take on music. Basically, it's just original work. So that would be, I guess, my answer.
All right. And how can fans or even listeners gain access to your music? Do you want to like go back to like your social media handles?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram at NOVAXX_music. Also on SoundCloud, it's the same handle everywhere, NOVAXX_music. Look that up on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm everywhere. TikTok, if you want, see some snippets I have made on there.
Let's see.
We got some.
Oh, continue about that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh, you're good.
No, I was gonna say, and then what's it called? Do you want to re-emphasize the 4 events that are going on next week?
Yes. So for this coming week is an important week. So like I said, October 22nd, Say My Name at the Landmark. Be sure to get your tickets as soon as you can. That show will sell out. Say My Name, coming back to the Valley, is pretty big. And then you got the Showtoberfest and the South Texas Fight Fest. So you got the Showtoberfest from 12 to 6, full day of rave. And then you got the at night after party. We're going to get down for Halloween at the Gremlin.
That's pretty much good. Sorry. I swear, I'm not sick. It's just, I almost choked on my, I just choked on like my saliva for a bit. Well, anyway, thank you so much for joining us here today. NOVAXX, right? Do you have any shout outs before we leave?
Oh, I have plenty of shout outs. I want to give a shout out to my family, my friends, all you guys have been day one supporters, my sisters and all you guys. They're basically the founding foundations of this new take. They're like really my support system. If you ever go to any of my shows, you will see my family out there. you will see my big family out there. They were all always pull up posted in our limited NOVAXX tees. I'm telling you, limited NOVAXX tees. We all pulled up, all squatted up. Also give shout out to Hypes, Alex Void, all those crazy guys, Eddie, Arachnid, there's a bunch of homies I'm missing. Kel, DJ LA, all you homies. Anthony, George, all you guys freaking, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a crazy night, and we can't wait to put on this beautiful show for you guys.
I still can't get over the fact that you had like the whole poster already. Like, let me pull out my poster.
Let me pull out this poster, guys. Just remember, look at all these beautiful G-Man. I didn't forget Tripsy. Also, this is my main right there, Tripsy. I love these guys. I love these guys with all my heart. They're my family in this South Texas based fam. We're the founders of this group. So it's going to be our first show together, all of us as one. And it's going to be quite an experience for anyone coming around downtown that night.
We'll be sure to visit, those 3 events. And I want to especially remind everybody, thank you for listening to our humble little show. Also, shout out to everyone listening to KTI 91.1 The One and KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. Also, shout out to Aud-x who made our intro music. Thank you so much, because it's going to be our intro music for the rest of the incoming interviews coming up. So I want to make sure to everyone will be here next time. And thank you for listening. See ya.